Devki Sabharwal is a vivacious biology teacher who is popular with her students. However, her stepdaughter Arya rebuffs her attempts to build a relationship despite Devki's persistence and warmth, as she still misses her biological mother. One day in class, a student Mohit Chadda sends Arya an offensive video. Devki throws his phone out the window. When Arya is invited to Valentine's Day party at Zodiac Farms, Devki and her husband Anand reluctantly allow her to go. Arya rejects the advances of Mohit and his cousin, Charles Dewan. At the party, angered by the public rejection, Charles, Mohit, their criminal friend Joginder, Jagan Singh, and farmhouse security guard Baburam Yadav ambush and kidnap Arya when she leaves the party. They brutally strangle and gang rape her and then dump her in a roadside ditch, leaving her for dead. Arya is found barely alive and brought to a hospital. Devki and Anand are shattered. She recovers and names her attackers. Udharan. Inspector Matthew Francis quickly rounds up the perpetrators. However, the case falls apart when Arya was found to have consumed alcohol at the party, raising the possibility that her memory is unreliable. In addition, the tardily collected semen samples were too weak to match those of her attackers. The four men are acquitted due to a lack of evidence. Arya, in shock and broken by the verdict, withdraws and tears away from Devki. The family's lawyer suggests appealing to a higher court, but Devki has lost her faith in the legal system. Udharan Chennai. Devki remembers a shady detective, Dayashankar Kapoor, DK, whom she had met on the night Arya was raped. Having a daughter himself, DK understands her pain and agrees to help her seek revenge for Arya's ordeal. Devki enlists her former students to attack Baburam, and they seduce and drug him. He awakens 4 days later, still drunk and remembering nothing, and discovers that he has been castrated. In a state of shock, he dies in an accident. Devki then breaks into Charles' home and mixes crushed apple seeds, a source of cyanide, into his powdered nutritional supplement. Charles is paralyzed. When Mohit visits Charles at the hospital, Devki, tipped off by DK, plants apple seeds and other evidence at Mohit's home. However, she leaves behind her glasses. Matthew quickly arrests Mohit and is charged with murder since Charles is dying. Udharan. As Devki eliminates each of Arya's attackers, their stories appear on the news, which Arya sees. She starts to believe that a vigilante, perhaps her father, is at work, and is deeply grateful. Matthew also suspects Anand, since he had attacked Mohit in court. He has Anand tailed but learns nothing. Matthew finds Devki's glasses in Mohit's apartment and begins to suspect her. He warns Devki that the fourth man, Jagan, is a hardened criminal and going after him will endanger her family. Jagan visits Mohit, who is being physically abused by another inmate in prison, and insists he was framed. Jagan then visits Charles, who tells him, "Mom," before he dies, revealing Devki is the perpetrator. Jagan goes after DK and learns that Devki and her family are on holiday at a snow cottage in Kufri. He kills DK and tracks down Devki. Matthew later finds a hidden camera in DK's glasses and hurries to save Devki. Udharan. Jagan cuts the power to the cottage and shoots Anand. He corners Arya but has a scuffle with Devki while Arya flees outside. Jagan chases her, and Devki tries to save her stepdaughter. Jagan is about to kill Devki when Matthew tackles him. In a standoff, Devki and Matthew point their guns at Jagan. Matthew tries to dissuade Devki by telling her that Anand is alive, and she will go to jail if she shoots Jagan. Jagan angrily describes how Devki finished off the other attackers, which Arya overhears. Devki knows if Jagan is left alive, He will come after her again. Matthew then hands her his gun and urges her to kill Jagan. Devki hesitates. But when an overwhelmed Arya acknowledges calls her Mom for the first time, she shoots Jagan dead. Arya and Devki share a tearful, tender embrace. Uddharan.